After the header comes the footer. So now we're going to work on the footer. So this is going to be like the same logic we've done before. In the components, you created a folder that's called footer. I'm going to go and create another file that's called index.js, and then a file that is going to be size.module .css, and then I'm going to go to the index and then rfc, and then this is going to be footer, and this is going to import this size. So import size from, it's going to be size.module.ecss, and then I'm going to go back to pages, and then the index, I'm just going to call it after the header, like that. And let me just see, let me zoom in, let me refresh that. Okay, so the footer is not defined. Let me go back to the footer and try that again. Okay, save, refresh that. Okay, so we have the footer right here. So let me show you what I'm gonna do, because this is gonna be very nice. So I'm gonna go back to the footer itself. Let me change this to footer, and then we're gonna add a class name, which is gonna be footer, like that. And then simply, sorry, styles.footer, what am I doing? Styles.footer. And then also we can go inside this. I don't know if we're gonna have some sort of container or not, but we're gonna have that. So let me just go right now, and then styles.footer, and then container, like that. And inside this, we're gonna have you have defined a version, you can see for yourself. We're gonna have, first of all, is gonna be the links. So for the links, I'm gonna go and create like a new component for them. So I can go inside the footer, and let's call this links.js, and then rfce, like that. Remove or add the import right here, from /size.module. I should have just copied that, .ecss, like that. I don't know if this is zoomed in a bit. Okay, let's try that. And then I can just call the links like that. And then we have the links there, and then we can go inside links, and let me show you what I'm gonna do. So simply, I'm just gonna have like an array for you. So let me just copy that for my final project, and then add it right here. So this array that we're gonna have right here simply is gonna have many objects. So the first object is just gonna be simply has a hidden, which is gonna be like the hidden that you see in the footer, and then the links, like that. So simply a hidden and then the links. Okay, so it's gonna be very nice. So let me just show you how I'm gonna do that. So let me just go right here, another class name. Let's call this, okay, so we actually don't need to do that right now. Let's do that. Let's call it footer links, maybe, like that. Size, I forget that. And then inside this, we can go through all the links that we have. So links, we're gonna map through all of them, and then we're gonna get every single link. And then the first thing is just gonna be like an unordered list. I can see that always. And then I'm gonna simply have like a bold tag, and the bold tag is just gonna be simply link.hidden. And then we're gonna have the hidden there. So if we zoomed in a bit right here, you can see that here. And then I'm gonna go also through the link.links, which is an array of the other links that we have, which is gonna be like all the links we need. And then I'm just gonna go map through all of them again. So map, and then we're gonna get every single link, and right here simply just gonna be the list items, and inside them we're gonna have the link, and the link is gonna be from next link, and this is gonna be just link.name, I believe. So name, yeah. So we need also the href. So the href is just gonna be simply the link. If you go back and see the properties, we have the name and then link. So this is how it's gonna be. So let me zoom in, and as you see right now, we're gonna have like the hidden parts, and then we're gonna have the other links. Okay, so this is very, very simple to understand. And then if I go back to the styling, let me go to the footer, and then we're gonna have a background. So it's just gonna be if8, like that. And then we're gonna go to the container, and for the container we're gonna have a position relative with 100%, and then I'm gonna have display grid, and I'm gonna use something very, very, very cool. So there is something in grid that you can have this property, which is called grid templates areas, and then you can define the areas you want. So for me, I can go like that, and I be For example, we're gonna have many elements in the footer. Okay, the first one is gonna be link, so I can define it like that. Sorry, we're gonna remove this none, so it's gonna be links. And then I can go like under that and have another one which is gonna be like, for example, socials. And then I can go and like in a certain breakpoints I can change that. So we have a div that is called link, it's gonna be this links. Under that is gonna be socials, but I take that and actually add it right here. So in a certain breakpoint I can change the link, gonna be in the left and the social is gonna be on the right. So it's actually pretty cool. So we're not gonna work on that yet because we actually need to add all the elements to see that in action. But for now I'm just gonna add it. Let me just remove it for now. We'll just leave it like that, and then when we come to that we can have it. So let me add a gap of 3 rem. It's gonna be very exciting to learn about. And then the padding is gonna be 1 rem, like that. Okay, so let's continue. I want to do something right here. If you go back to links, we have this array that we map through and we get every single object. So this is the first object, this is the second, and this is the third. And when we get the object, we also can get the index. And when we get the index, we simply, I want to test if we are on the first element or the first iteration. That means the I is going to be 0. Then in the second one is going to be 1. So that means we are on the first iteration, which is 0, I equals 0. I want not show the header like that. I want to show the logo itself. So I can go and do that. Sorry. It's pretty simple. I can just go right here and do the test. So if I equals 0, that means we are on the first element. Then I simply can show the image tag, and then I can just show the logo like that, logo.png. And then else we're just gonna show the heading normally. And as we are on the first element right here, we're just gonna show the image tag with the logo, and the rest is just gonna be the heading without any problem. And then I can go back right here, go select the image, and then with 140 pixel, the height 40 pixel, like that. And as you see, we can have it. And as I'm zoomed in, it looks a bit weird, but it's not. And actually now we want to select the links. So if you go back to links, we called it footer links. So I'm gonna go inside the footer and then right here, and then links. It simply is gonna have display grid. Okay, because I want to have it in 3 columns. So to do that, you can just use the grid templates columns and then repeat. So I want to repeat that, so we can have 3 of them with 1 fr, which means the same size. And as you see it right now, we have them this way. So we have the 3 columns that I want. And also I want to have like some sort of gap between them, which is going to be 1 rem. And then I'm going to select the unordered list inside it. If it gets problem, see that. I'm going to have the padding, which is going to be 5 pixel. Okay, like that. And then also I'm gonna select the list item inside and then make the font size 12 pixels, and then select the link inside it. And let me see what I'm gonna do. So the color is gonna be probably this one. What are we gonna see? And then also we want the font weight to be 400. I don't know if even that doesn't make any change. So we can add the line height to be 23 pixel, and then when we hover, I want to add the text decoration underline, so have a like a line under it. So this one probably should be, sorry, if we go back right here, this is gonna be 666, I believe. Okay, I think this is better. Let me now zoom out to see how it's actually gonna look for me. So reset. Okay, so this is how it should look, because this is gonna be like in the smaller screen. When we go to a larger screen, it's gonna be a bit different. So this is how it's gonna look in a smaller screen, and then when we go to a larger screen, in the right side, it's not gonna be like that, but we're gonna have something. You've seen the final build. I don't know what I'm repeating that. So this is the first thing. Then so we're gonna go like every single element is gonna be after that. So now we can work on the next element under it.